I didn't hear what you said.
I'm joining you.
Uh,
And when the game starts, I'm gonna pause the game real quick just to see if the changes to my depth chart see.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Foles' Eagles going up against Brady's Patriots.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Philadelphia Eagles. That's fielded in the end zone. Gets around it. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Finding some room at midfield.
hey.
Jay Ajayi's going to go. Touchdown,
Oh
Philadelphia.
He was amazing Super Bowl.
Jay Ajayi, 63 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up the touchdown on the opening drive.
Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Now a former fifth-round pick of the Eagles. This is Dion Lewis. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Throws this one to Lewis. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
They try again with Lewis. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who got the ball on the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
Gronk, the tight end, in motion. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down, and it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And it's taken in at the 9. And a big tackle there as a defender runs right through him. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Foles. Being chased out left. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Foles. And that'll be incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
It came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Now Foles. And that's caught by Smith. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They run again with Ajayi. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now the long-time Patriot. It's LeGarrette Blount. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blount, 47 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Spinning away. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. As possession changes hands here, I get to talk to you about the Super Bowl. It's New England and Philly, a repeat of Super Bowl 39, although that one was in Jacksonville. This one, of course, in Minneapolis.
Yeah, I think the only thing that really changes is the weather. But this one's in a dome, so I don't think that that's a real issue for them at all. But guess what? New England has the same coach and the same quarterback. That's a big advantage for the Patriots.
Meanwhile, for Philly, everything's new, including a quarterback in Nick Foles that they didn't think would be there right now.
And I'm not sure Nick Foles thought he would be there at that point. But remember, he's been to the Pro Bowl before, been to the playoffs as a starter in the NFL. He's got a chance to play a really big game.
On second down, here's Brady. In heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Madden likes the Eagles.
Something we see often from number 12, Tom Brady, although we did see it in Super Bowl 51.
And that's why it's so memorable, because of what you just said. It doesn't happen very often. And think of the momentum
Super Bowl
that you gain.
played out like this in the first...
No, I'm good, son. Don't worry about me.
If the Super Bowl played out like this
Defense,
in real life,
not only picking off Tom Brady,
I'd
but
be
pick 6. Oh, boy, you feel good about yourselves.
Yeah, but the thing is, the Falcons started off like this and they still lost.
yeah,
Elliott now to kick this
but
one
it'd be
away.
something to cheer about. You know, like, well,
That'll be taken in
Be
the
better
end
than
zone.
losing.
Now a hit and a
Ooh.
loose football.
Oh,
Yeah,
He was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after
Awareness.
all, but that could have been a disaster.
barely.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Now Lewis. Dion Lewis, the 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots get a score closer. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They'll begin here with Blunt. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And one more time. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 39 that time.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Smith will come in motion right. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
On first, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him.
My bad.
Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away
Close
from
back
him.
in the huddle like,
in
my
this
bad.
case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And the wideout in motion. Brady now on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. But with that one hitting the ground, wanted to ask you about this kind of in-between week. Super Bowl week next week. What is this week like for the players in between?
Number one, healing up for them, right? Getting those bumps and bruises taken care of so they're ready to go on the full Super Bowl week. For the coaches, it depends on their philosophy. Some will start to introduce the game plan the first week. Others will hold it until the second week. Some will go late and kind of do it in between. I do know one Super Bowl coach who used to give this team the entire week off with that 2-week gap, and then bring them back and do it just like a regular season game.
Got to think, though, if you're a player, you're antsy, right? You're just ready for next week.
You really are, and the best coaches, they find a way to slow that down so you don't ramp up too fast. They want to make sure that you explode on game day.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there.
When I was at work today,
now it's second down. Hey, don't forget, by the way, as I go off on a tangent here for a second, that we got the Pro Bowl coming up in Orlando on January 28th. So that'll be something.
I do like the fact that they play it the week before the Super Bowl now.
She was like, oh yeah, I was so ready to get tickets.
I think that for the guys who didn't make the Super
blah,
Bowl,
blah, blah,
it's a big consolation prize. And I think we're getting better play in the Pro Bowl as a result.
I was walking past her to go do something, and I saw her shirt. It said like Minnesota or something.
Kind of got into the
and I was like,
60 to 45 out of hand. And, yeah, I think you're right. It was a little bit more competitive.
It was, and I was really happy they went back.
He was talking about getting ready to go to the Super Bowl.
Thing they had for a few seasons.
Yeah, he finds Danny Amendola, and he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And now a first down following that long gain. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking for him at goal line. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First and goal from the 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll throw now on the final play. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, taking a step back, and we look league-wide for a second. On Tuesday the 16th, Pro Football Writers Association named the all-rookie team. Who was on the ledger?
Well, let's start with the headliners. Let's start with the Offensive Rookie of the Year, Alvin Kamara, running back from Tennessee, third-rounder with the New Orleans Saints. And Marshawn Lattimore, their first pick in the first round. This past season, a cornerback of Ohio State, the Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, and Kamara shared that offensive honor with Kareem Hunt. What a year he had.
I mean, when you put it all together, at one point you thought Kareem Hunt was just running away with this thing. Remember, they got off to a 5-0 start, and he was essentially setting rookie records every week he played. And then Kamara and the Saints with a late rush made it a tie. Both of them well-deserving.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Brady. Flush to his right. He's letting it fly for Cook, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. And even 40 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Brady to throw again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And running with power here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll set up a throw. Smith catches left side. 23 yards on the play.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Fresh set of downs here. He'll drop to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Damn.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard
Broke my damn neck.
line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
In the red zone this time. Here's Ajayi. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw.
Ooh, there we go. He picked it. Hey, oh my God, you picked it back up. That's so Yo, former Eagle too. What the fuck?
Is it? Wow.
Eric Rose.
Fucking wasted the draft pick. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw, it's Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looks pretty good until the finish. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. This is Lewis. They find some open field here. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 54 yards on the ground. They go play action here on first down.
Oh,
and Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Oh, shit.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Ajayi escapes him, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
I think that was McCourty that got hit.
stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's Foles. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught.
Oh,
Touchdown,
my God.
Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 30 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. Little motion now from the tight end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Brady to Gronkowski, cover athlete to cover athlete for a Patriot first down. On first down, Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second down now after the incompletion. Throwing again. Brady sets up the screen to Lewis. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. That one goes for 24 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And some room to work. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Now Brady got to have this one. And Amendola with a catch. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup, and it gives the Pats a first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And pops free. The
That should be a
collision
fucking
there
fumble.
jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Backwards pass.
That would have been a
Backward
great
pass,
catch,
though.
but it's
Backward
real
pass.
difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Forward lap. It's a backwards pass.
You didn't see the right angle.
You didn't see
A
that.
really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
That's the quarterback, man. That was the best angle. Oh.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from 13 yards out. And the Patriots get a score closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Gotta pull off some Brady shit on me. Not today.
Nah.
2 scores down.
Oh,
3
shit, I forgot
timeouts
about
left.
this.
Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Play fake. He'll look to throw. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he's going to get this inside the 30. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. Ajayi, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Why do I act like Jay
Ajayi, 29 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now.
Not as good as LeGarrette.
And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he?
Yeah,
carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That'll be taken in the end
he's
zone.
up there with them. Actually, I think in Madden, Marshawn has, I think, 1 point better.
The Patriots gearing up to go now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. 10 yards still left on second down. Now they'll run with Lewis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him in the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Wide open, Gronkowski. That one goes for 24 yards. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your...
And this is caught.
He didn't survive the ground.
Patriots. Gronkowski with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now Foles. Shakes off the sand. And the pressure gets to him again. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
And the
Eagles
win
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
You would be in tears.
Things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong.
I teared up first time the Giants won the Super Bowl.
That's called being in the zone.
It will be a night to remember if it happens.
You gonna go to the parade?
Oh, hell yeah, I'd have to, man. My friends, you know, they're Giants fans. They went to the parade. They actually have a video of them touching the trophy.
Oh, wow. That's what's up. Yeah, I went to that shit. Shit was fun.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I've been trying to run some more.
And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.
I mean, I'll be honest. That when I went up 21-0, I stopped caring about the run. I was like, I'll just shut them down with the pass.
Yeah, well, that's why you keep you one-sided.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you were having success running the ball, that's fine, but the clock is ticking. The clock goes real quick when you're running the ball.
No, yeah, but it's different when you're running it for 40, 50 yards a chunk.
Not every play.
I was getting a lot of yards. How many yards did I get that game?
Rushing, it was 200. I don't know if I'm all the same guy. Yeah, all the same guy. 12 for 212. Brady had 8 yards scrambling.
Yeah. Damn, I got more. Oh, no. You got more. I was about to say, I got more.
Jai had 180, 3 touchdowns. Garrett Blunt had 49 yards and a touchdown. 4 rushing touchdowns.
Fucking Bash Brothers over there, fucking crushing my fucking secondary.
Matter of fact, let's see if I can pull up those truck stick plays.
Put a YouTube like how to do perfect truck sticks every time.
Oh, when I see it, like, you know, having a player that can do it, and I'm like, for example, the play I'm looking at right now, like, I just go straight to the hole, and I'm like one-on-one with the safety, and people would usually try to make like a juke move here, but I just sprint and go straight at him, and then boom.
It's deadly. You're right though, I don't normally think to do a truck as the first thing.
Yeah. Because you're probably used to playing with like speedier backs that aren't good at it, so you probably don't do it.
Yeah, like Diallo's. He was pretty speedy.
God dang.
He fucked me up with those things, bro. Literally, like, my guys are just falling on their ass. It's like,
It's funny, you're saying that, and I'm like looking at
Watch
that
it.
right now.
Yeah.
Then that pick six, that was just out of nowhere.
Which one? Remind me.
When I came out with that like all-out blitz, and you were like, "Oh shit," and just threw it away really quick, and Darby was right there, jumped up, got caught in like a tackle on an animation and broke free. It was right after the Garrett Blunt touchdown when I gave it back to you.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah. This is the song I'm talking about.
Oh, here. Oh. No idea what that is. What the fuck?
You don't hear it back?
I hear it, but now I'll never unhear it, thanks. Thank you for that.
I do it just like it.
Right. Oh, I want to look at this bullshit touchdown I got, because Nick Foles fucking flung that shit. Said, fuck it.
Which one? For a touchdown or for a long pass?
It was that long pass touchdown on a play action to Alshon Jeffrey.
Oh yeah. Fuck, I thought I had that bullshit.
You had the
I don't know
position,
if I
but
should be
not the.
strafing there or
No,
not.
nah,
Because I feel like I get picks when I don't strafe.
You
And I
you
should,
had the
like-
position. Like, I'm looking at it right now. You had the position. It's just Alshon had the height.
I don't know, I feel like I should be pressing it sooner, but they say they penalize you for pressing it early, that you can't hold it like last year or some shit. I don't know. I
Yeah.
didn't play last year.
I mean, the guy played
Please,
fine.
remember the pick that I got was the other one was bullshit. Remember that one pick I got in the end zone that like bounced off my hands somehow? And then I threw it.
Oh my
I threw it
god,
on the
wait,
ground.
I need to see that play. Hold on, bro. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I kept pressing the triangle button, but I don't know how I got that shit.
See if I can pull that up. I don't even know what it would be like written as, like what happened.
Interception. It was an interception.
Yeah, but sometimes on an interception that a fumble happens, it could be like a fumble recovery. Because it technically ended in a fumble recovery.
That shit was weird. I think I was squeezing my controller too hard or some shit.
All those
I
extra
don't know
triggers
how
you
that
got.
No, I don't use that controller for me when I play that. I only use it for
I'm not
Shooters.
seeing it here. It happened in the fourth quarter, right?
I'm not sure. It might happen in the third.
I'm not seeing
Ooh,
it.
I'm on a 4-game win streak.
4-game win streak and what?
Ranked.
I wish I could play you in ranked so I could end that shit.
Fuck out of here. Getting better out here. Every game is progress. Give it to you. It's hard to stop y'all though. Y'all have to know your plays and shit.
Oh, I forgot I was still broadcasting.